Ladies and gentlemen, whoa, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and in today's video we are going to do a full review of the Doctor Who 60th last episode special of the Giggle. I've got all my notes here, 5 pages to be exact, of the it's called the Giggle. The episode was called the Giggle, and we are going to do a full-length review. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, so let's just get into it with the first scene. Now we open up at a rainy Soho in 1925, and we see a man walking into a toy emporium. Now, this is when we get the toy maker. He pops up from his little desk, and he has a German accent, but it's clear that that is fake, as he does change it later on in the episodes. So he is revealed, and the man sees a doll that he would like. He sees this like puppet doll, and he's like, "Oh, I want that. Can I have that, please?" The toy maker says the head of the doll is from a lady who he chopped it off from. So he chopped off the head of this baby, of this doll. He chopped someone's head off to create this doll, which is just crazy to think. Next up, he further says that he's dead. He says she will not miss it, but then she will not miss anything again. The man notices the toy maker's accent has changed for a moment, and he addresses that. And to change the subject, what the toy maker does is he says he hopes the kid that he's buying it for will enjoy it. But then the man says it is not for his kid, it's for his employer, Mr. John Logie Beard, who is the creator of television at the time, and he created this thing called the Spooky Bill that will become apparent later on in the episode. The next scene, we see John rip the head off of the doll. This is in his like sort of lab, his house, and using light he manages to create a moving screen / picture. However, due to how hot the lights are, the doll begins to catch fire. The doll's jaw opens up, jump in the tube pen, and it begins to giggle with like a la 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 la. That's the best I could do. Literally, that was the best. And then the title screen scene begins with the doo doo. I've got a very creaky chair, but yeah, that's title screen begins. I'm gonna interrupt. We've got a new background, as you can see. Hang on. All my shirts that I've collected. I'm wearing one of my new ones right now. Actually, it's the Schalke 04 2013 2012 2013 home shirt, Schalke 04. But yeah, just a little thing here. I know you can't see it, but I'm working with the what you can see, what you can't see at the minute. But anyway, we join back in the present day, and the Doctor walks into a chaotic London. Cars are crashing, buildings are on fire, people are driving into cars, protests, and it's almost, and I've written here, it's almost Purge-like. If you ever see like the Purge films, you know, there's car crashing, there's people dying. It's very similar to that. Now, he asks, "What's everyone doing here? What's going on?" And he interrupts someone who's about to walk out to the road. He asks, "What's going on?" The man replies with, "He doesn't drive. He pays for the road, meaning he can do whatever he wants." So he's like, "Why are there cars driving in the road? I pay for it with my taxes. This is my road. I can do whatever. I can stand here if I wanna stand here." Good on him. Sort of protesting. The man says to blame them, the people around him. He says when everyone started thinking they're right, if you try to argue, they go mad. So he sort of explains everyone thinks that they are right. Everyone states their inner thought and everything, and they're all going mad. And when you try to argue with them, they go mad. Pretty weird. Next up, the Doctor bumps into the toy maker dressed in a circus leader suit. He's sort of dancing around. The Doctor doesn't know who the toy maker is yet, and the toy maker starts to dance with the Doctor in this very weird scene. The Doctor sort of moves away and walks towards Donna. However, we hear over this sort of tannoy thing, "Doctor, stay where you are! Doctor, stay there!" And we see the unit soldiers arrive. They're back. We saw them in the first episode with the Meep, but they are back and they're here. So, what? The Thursday stays there and they take him off to probably the unit headquarters, which is like this huge skyscraper building in London, in like the London city of London. And once the aeroplane lands, he is greeted by Shirley, the one in the wheelchair, and Kate. Kate questions, how do they fight the human race? They fought monsters, robots, everything, but how do they fight their own human race? Turning over. Oh my god, this video is going to be like 45 minutes long. It's fine, it's fine. So, once they are inside Unit HQ, the Doctor sees Melanie as she hands him a worksheet of what's been happening. So Melanie is back. That is great. And Melanie introduces herself to Donna, and Donna sort of said, you're not the first redhead that the Doctor liked." And he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." We're 7 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Right. Kate and Shirley report to the Doctor. They explain that 2 days ago, people started to become violent for no reason. They show pilots going mad and even government leaders going mad too. And they show a clip of probably the Prime Minister at the time, and he's saying, "Well, I don't care what they do. I don't care." And then Donna comes in and will say, "Oh, they haven't changed much, have they?" Which, a little shot at the Tory government. Doctor realises Kate and Shirley are fine because they are wearing a band called the Zdex. Now, everyone else, apart from him and Donna, and we'll learn Melanie, is alright. We don't know why they haven't been affected with this madness disease thing. But he sees that Kate and Melanie are wearing this Zdex. And Kate explains that the Zdex disrupts the brain and keeps everything calm. The Doctor's confused, and Kate decides to show him and tell Shirley to activate the brain scan. Her Zdex turns off, and we can see her brainwaves become heightened, and they sort of do this peak thing, like one little peak, and then a higher peak, and then a big peak, and then a low peak. And you'll see in a minute why that is important, so that it kind of bounces up and then it goes back down in a sort of loop. And she becomes very agitated and frustrated at the Doctor for just asking her how her day was. Things become bad when Kate rips off her Zdex, and the only thing, which is the only thing that obviously keeps her calm, we see unit soldiers holding her back. They put the Zdex back on, and it is activated again as she comes down, and she remains calm. Now, this is when She apologises, and she becomes really apologetic, realising what she has done. We realise anyone who has travelled time and space isn't affected by the madness. Now, Melanie wears it for just because she wants to. It's an extra bit of protection, but the Doctor says, oh, well, anyone that has travelled space and time must not be affected by this. Kind of weird. So then we get the return of Trinity Wells, the Trinity Wells show. And she is very anti-Z-Decks. It comes on the big screen of her show, and she says, oh, these Z-Decks, they're controlling our mind with this Z-Decks. And she's obviously become, in control via this madness thing. She's obviously heard this sound, which I'll get into later. We then see that a satellite from South Korea launched 2 days ago, which is the same time that this all started, and it now means that the world is 100% online. Shirley says it can't affect the mind and brain though, because it just can't. Online, the internet can't affect what we think, even though some people say it can. We then see the Doctor points out everyone now has a screen. So no matter who you are, everyone in the entire Earth has a screen, and that's true. It's what I'm filming on right now. It's what I've been watching the episode on. Everyone has a screen, which And then he says, they're all kind of puzzling, and they're like, oh, what if this happens, what if it's due to this, what if, and then Donna interrupts, says, what if it's a tune? She says she's teaching her daughter how to play the recorder, and she draws out, the peaks that I was talking about earlier in the video. She points out that the peaks are almost like a tune, the top of the peaks, and she notices that when you put all that together in a tune, you get what the old puppet thing in 1925 said, la 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 la, that sort of thing. And that apparently, according to Melanie, is a classic arpeggio. And that only the human race is affected by this tune. The puppet Giggle from the beginning is in the exact same. Doctor says it was the first ever image which has been hiding in every screen ever since. So obviously that John person created the television, and ever since that little clip of the puppet going la 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 was recorded, it's been hiding in everyone's screens throughout time. And that we've done. The Doctor appears, he like taps his screwdriver on every single screen, and this picture, this screen, this film, this video of the puppet going la 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 starts playing on every single screen in the HQ. And then he says that it's connected to everyone's device, and everyone has the Giggle in everyone's brain. The Doctor starts to connect the dots, and he specifically says it's like something is playing with you, like toys. Like toys. Now, I'm not an English teacher, but let's go into that. Like toys. Who makes toys? The toy maker. So he starts to connect the dots early on in this Christmas special. Now, they decide that the satellite from South Korea needs to be coming down. We're already 15 minutes in. Oh my god. So the satellite needs to be... It needs to blow up. So that's what Kate has been waiting for, and she's been waiting for permission to blow it up, pretty much. She knows this already, and she wants permission to blow it up. And the Doctor gives the permission that she wants. And the galactic beam is brought up, and the Doctor asks Shirley when John made the transmission. So he wants to probably go over to the where it was originated from, and he probably wants to intervene with this doll and probably wants to get it. We don't know at this point, but we can figure out shortly. Kate, then we move over to Kate and Donna. They're talking over there, and the Doctor and Shirley are over there. Kate is over there with Donna. And Kate says to Donna that she should join the unit. If she could do all of this, if she could work out that this is a tune, she should join this unit. The unit. She should join unit. Meanwhile, Shirley gives the Doctor the date of where Stooky Bill was televised, and that was specifically on the 2nd of October 1925 in Soho, which is where at the beginning we saw that cutaway. We then see Doctor and Donna enter the TARDIS and off to the 1925. Donna hints at the Doctor, and then Donna hints that she says the Doctor is wearing himself out. He's gone on all these missions, and he just needs to take a break. And spoiler, but we see that towards the end of the episode. They arrive at Soho in 1925 and they enter the Toy Emporium. It's the same Emporium from earlier. And we see the toy maker juggling balls. And then he says, "Oh, this is the first game ever to exist. Oh, yeah. The German accent. Oh, this is the first game." Yeah. He says that, and one by one, the Doctor catches every ball that is thrown his way. So the toy maker is throwing all these balls at him, and then he's catching it. And then this is interrupted by Donna. She catches one ball and says, "Enough!" Or "Enough!" Or, Doctor wants Donna to go back to the TARDIS, so he's remembering who this is, and "Oh yeah, it's the toy maker, oh yeah," and he asks Donna to go back to the TARDIS, which is something he's never said to her ever before. And we see the Doctor getting flashbacks, or the first time that they met, so he's getting flashbacks to the celestial toy maker from back then. Back then. And then the toy maker starts a game of hide and seek and pulls back the curtain. So he's like, "Oh, the second ever game was the hide and seek. Oh yeah, come and find me. Oh yeah." That happens. And when Doctor pulls them back open, he isn't there. Where's he gone? The Doctor opens up a door, and it's a massive, long corridor all the way down to the end. This thing is massive. Donna lets the door close behind her. They walk through the door. Oh, Donna, she's let the door close. They open it up again. It's changed. It's not the Emporium anymore. It's a long, massive, big corridor. And this camera... It's a long, massive corridor. Donna lets the door close. We've said that. Doctor leads Donna through multiple doors. Donna asks who the toy maker is. He says he made a mistake and brought the toy maker into our realm. When he laid down the salt in Wild Blue Yonder episode, when he laid down the salt, he said at that point he conjured something up, and he says the toy maker is stronger than him now, and he doesn't know if he can save Donna this time. But then Donna comes in and says, "I can save you. I'm strong, and I'm gonna save the Doctor. Woohoo!" Is that it? Please say. Oh no, hang on. And then the Doctor says, "Well, come on, then let's go off. The door." Shut. Doctor runs off, rushes, opens loads of doors, and then we get to a door that closes. And Donna is on one side, the Doctor's on the other, and obviously it's changed for the Doctor. If he opens that door, it will be changed. John will be gone forever. Yeah, so they can't hear each other on the other side of the door. They're like, "Hello, I'm trying to talk to you," and then Donna's like, "Hello, I'm trying to," and then the Doctor's like, "Stay there, Donna. We'll go and get you." And then the Donna's like, "Stay there, Doctor. I'm gonna go find you." And then they both go their separate ways. Now, the Doctor enters a room, and there is a man, the same man from the start. It's not John. It's the other one, and he says he's trapped. He's trapped. I'm gonna take a break, honestly. I need to go and get a drink. I'll be with you in a minute. Jesus Christ. It's taking forever. Think of this as a half-time break.